Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano, and I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is business marketing. I actually have a website called 50 Mistakes, 50mistakes.com. 50 mistakes that restaurant owners make. I've made all these mistakes and they're easy to fix. So check out 50mistakes.com. Today's thing, I'm actually in a response to somebody who tweeted me on Twitter called at the flake list, flaky, at the flake list. And their profile says 1 out of 5 dining reservations is a no-show. So they tweeted me, and how do I feel about reservations and no-shows? That's such a great question. But here's the exact tweet. By the way, what's your take on no-show diners and restaurants charging no-show fees? So obviously this is a problem when people don't show up for a reservation. And each restaurant is so different that you have to have your own policies that fit your own guidelines. My policy at my restaurant, which works for me, if you call and make a reservation for a regular a la carte dinner, I take your name and your phone number. If you don't show up for that reservation 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, and I have people that want that table, I'll call you. If you don't answer, or if you whatever happens, if you can't make it there, I'm going to give your table away. Give you the respect, courtesy first. That's just for a regular any old night, okay? If I'm super, super busy, let's say it's like a New Year's Eve or a Friday night that's something going on in town, we make sure we call everybody, make sure that they are confirmed, okay? But we usually don't do that. Now, if it's a special night, more like New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, a wine dinner, a beer dinner, a holiday, especially a family holiday like Thanksgiving. Christmas Day we're not open, but Christmas Eve we are. Christmas Day we open as a soup kitchen and give away about 550 free meals to the local community, anybody who needs a meal. So that day we're not open. If it's a family holiday or anything like that, we have a strict policy where we explain it up front. You have to be honest and explain up front to the people. And when it's a family holiday like Thanksgiving, we simply say, we bring in extra staff. We want to make sure that we don't have any cancellations so that we maximize our staff, because if anybody can stay home and enjoy it with their family, we want them to do that. So we don't want to overstaff. But then what we do for like my beer dinners is we take we get a credit card for any of these kind of days. We get a credit card and we tell you have 24 hours prior to cancel. If you don't cancel, you're charged $15, which is really not much. If you actually don't call and don't show up, which never happens, because when they give a credit card, they're on top of it. We would charge you full price if you just didn't show up for the dinner. We would charge you. It's never happened. But the $15 has happened a couple of times. And what we've done even other times is we feel bad taking people's money, but you, as a diner, as a patron, you've got to be on top of it, because restaurants, a lot of restaurants, rely upon reservations to staff and know what's going on and to make money. So if you're going to book an 8-top at a restaurant and then not show up, they've lost 8 seats for a half an hour or an hour or whatever. That potentially can add up to be a devastating number by the year's end. So everything matters. And if you're late for a reservation, you can only expect that the restaurant is going to give your table away. We wait 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. If there's somebody there, then we call you. But so one thing that we've done in the past that's worked very well is, if we know them and they have a legitimate excuse, like, because you'll tell if somebody has a legitimate excuse. We'll simply charge your credit card. We say, it's within our cancellation policy, we're going to charge your credit card, but as an appreciation, we're going to send you a gift certificate to make up for that amount. So we're going to get them back in the door. So it's a $15 gift certificate. It's not much. We charge them $15, we send them out a $15 gift certificate. So my check average per person is about $45 a person. So what that enables them to do is come back and spend $15 and get them back in the door. And we put an expiration date on it of like 45 days. So they have to come back soon and use it. So that's the actual key that we use, but every restaurant's different. So at the flake list on Twitter, great question. I see you're kind of devoted to no-show and reservations, and it is a problem. But every restaurant has to understand who their customer is, where their customers are coming from, and really not turn your customers off. That's the main thing. You want them to keep coming back, so you're gonna have to really understand where your that fine line is on how to manage no-shows, cancellations, and then to manage, you know, you're seating in general to make sure the restaurant is flowing. So great question. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching. Check out all my tips on 50mistakes.com. 50 mistakes restaurant owners make, and or any business makes, and there's a lot more than 50 tips on there. So enjoy. Email me at help@50mistakes.com. Thanks for watching.